Good morning. Just left the Pat and Tony's house, and Pat and Tom, that's up for debate on that. We've heard it two different ways. But anyways, beautiful people open up their home. You know, what can you say? The wonderful hosts. Rosie, their dog, was entertaining, and got a chance to talk to Sean and Chris and Dan about their travels, and I really enjoyed meeting and talking to them. So anyways, really nice way to start the day. So I've got a big day planned. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to get to Holland Lake today, but it's a big ask, and I'm not sure how the legs are gonna feel. But yesterday I had a good day. Got some quality food into me. Legs feel pretty good this morning, so we'll see how it goes. So the guys at camp this morning were checking the forecast, and apparently there's rain coming down the trail here somewhere. So I'm trying to make as much time as I can today without overdoing it, to try to avoid most of it. Wish me luck. Well, I tried to go to that restaurant, and I was gonna have to wait 20 minutes. The place is so popular, and well, I've got to cover a lot of ground today, so I can't wait 20 minutes. But I did have a lovely conversation with a young woman who is being an entrepreneur and selling brownies across the street, so that was fun. Anyways, I'm off to Ferndale and then continuing further south. So catch up later. So I made it to Ferndale, and I'm having a ridiculously large Americano and a muffin to fuel me for the next part of the journey. It was surprisingly quick getting here. Had a tailwind and really enjoyed that, but the wind's starting to change direction, so I have a feeling that I have my work cut out for me. There is a big climb after Ferndale that I have to get up and over. The stretch goal today is Holland Lake Campground, but we'll see how I hold up. If I need to, I'll do some wild camping somewhere between here and there, but that's the plan. So anyways, we'll follow up later on. All right, I'm taking a break on this climb for a moment, just having a quick sip and something to eat. I thought I'd actually show you what the handle, like the perspective. Let me try this again. Try to show you what the view is like for me on the bike and where things are, what things I keep within hand's reach. And so let's do it. So if you look here, I've got my handlebars set up. I have my paper maps in here just in case I need them. They're handy. So far, part of the route I've been doing I'm familiar with, so I don't need them yet. Coke, of course, just to keep fueled up. And today I think I am, let's see, I'm Catherine. That's who I'm cheering for today, is Catherine. Up here we have my sleep system. So in there is my tent, my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, pillow, and my inflator. Underneath my maps I have my puffy jacket. When it's dry I keep it here. If it's wet then I'll actually pack it away in my bags to keep it dry, or I wear it underneath my rain jacket. I got my Garmin InReach. Over here I got bear spray, and I have my that was my Garmin GPS. This is my Garmin InReach. I have it here where it's nice and handy, and that way if I can see what the battery's doing and making sure it's checking in. And then below that, below that, this is my power bank, the charging system from my dynamo that comes off the front wheel down there. That hub is a generator which powers a USB splitter. It'll power and charge power banks. It's charging my Garmin GPS, as well as the lights up here when I have them running. So it's a pretty cool system. And then Other thing I was going to show you is a little bit of a hack on the trail, but you'll notice that I've had some wood chips in here. The bushing that I had there to hold my light clamp in place, somewhere on one of the trails, it actually shook loose. So I managed to get some wood chips and jam in there and clamp it down. And then right beside that is my bear bell. And I know I've heard a few people, I've read in the comments, a few people have said, you know, bear bells don't work, or they're not as reliable, or that creates curiosity for bears. It might. I had an experience last year where I didn't have my bear bell and I had a bear run in with a grizzly bear. Thankfully, I was making noise before getting there because I was singing, but I don't want to sing for 10 to 12 hours a day on these trails. So the alternative would be is maybe have a little USB speaker to power music, but then that's one more thing you have to charge, and anything that has batteries usually weighs a lot. And a bear bell weighs next to nothing, so that's why I have a bear bell. And so far on the trip I haven't ran into any bears, and I hope I don't run into any bears. It does, I hear it in the videos. I can understand why you might be distracted by it in the videos. On the bike I've kind of just completely tuned it out. I don't even notice it until I get to some really chattery downhill stuff, and then the bear bell comes to life and you know it's there. So anyways, that's a quick rundown of the sort of the cockpit and the electronics and the reason for the bear bell. So I'll check in later. Hours a day. This is what you get. A castle dark or a fortress strong, bet you think that's pretty clever. Under blue moon I saw you, and you my engine's dying, in a mood for you. So now do you know why I don't sing on these videos? So I'm not sure if you heard that, but the driver of the truck just told me that he saw a sow grizzly bear and 2 cubs up the road here, which means I'm riding towards it, but I have my bear bell on. They went off into the woods, he said. And me talking to this camera probably helps because it's letting her know that I'm coming. So hopefully she hears me.
How you doing?
Good to see y'all again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so something, some insect bit me on the way up, and it is so itchy. So I'm going to take some antihistamines, and hopefully that'll help with that. Oh my goodness, it's just burning. I don't know why. I don't usually have a reaction like that. Don't know what it was that bit me. I don't see anything remarkable. But anyways, quite annoying. Hey, I made it to Holland Lake Campground. It's just after 8:30, and it was a long day. So my stats for the day is 148 kilometers, 12 and a half hours of riding. My fastest speed was 50 kilometers an hour, and I climbed 1,978 meters. And well, it says I burned 5,100 calories, but I think I might have burned a bit more. And I lost 12 liters of sweat. It was a heavy day. It was a very hot day, but it was a good one. Anyways, at Holland Lake Campground, just waiting for the superintendent, and then tomorrow we'll be off to Sealy Lake and Ovando, I believe, so it'll be a fun day. So anyways, I'll catch up soon.